hold on to it and shoot for the sky.
The Royal Rumble match is one of WWE's most legendary and iconic matches ever. Fans from all around the world will spend their last dollars just to see this event. Over the years, from 1988 to 2024, 35 different individuals, men and women, have come together and won this massive event. My name's Matt from Ring Post Daily, and this is the top 10 wrestlers who never won a Royal Rumble match. Number 1, Dean Ambrose. Now known as Jon Moxley in AEW, he did have a Hall of Fame worthy career in the WWE. His contributions to the Shield is worthy enough, but he's also a former tag team, United States, Intercontinental, and WWE champion. He's even a former Money in the Bank winner with a successful cash-in. But out of all these accomplishments in WWE and wrestling as a whole, he's never achieved winning the Royal Rumble match. Nowadays, in 2025, as of this writing, he seems pretty happy being Jon Moxley in AEW. And although they say never, it looks really unlikely he'll ever return to the WWE. And even if he did, there's no say that a Royal Rumble victory would be in his favor. Number 2, CM Punk. CM Punk is a legend in the world of wrestling, and once upon a time, WWE and CM Punk both ended on bad terms. It looked like at one point in time that Punk returning to WWE was nothing but a dream that would never come true. But in 2023, at Survivor Series in Chicago, Illinois, it did, and fans worldwide hope big things come for Chicago-made Punkster. As of this writing in 2025, Punk has never won a Royal Rumble match. Him being back in WWE now sure opens that door for that opportunity. But as of this writing, he finds a place on this list. Number 3, The Ultimate Warrior. So over the years, The Ultimate Warrior has really become less of a fan favorite. But back in his prime in what was then called the WWF, he was looked at as a heroic figure with the looks to back it up. He had the star power and even won both the WWE and Intercontinental Championships, and even became a WWE Hall of Famer. He even had a yearly award called the Warrior Award named after him. Even though he was a household name and a huge star in his day, one thing Warrior can't cross off is winning the Royal Rumble match. Although he passed away in 2014, even if he was alive today, I think it's fair to say that he never won the Rumble now anyways. Number 4, Randy Savage. Macho Man collected tons of accomplishments and accolades in his career. World titles, Hall of Fame inductions, and wrestled in some of the best matches of all time that are still talked about to this very day. But no matter what he managed to accomplish, winning the Royal Rumble match was not one of them. We never did see Savage return to the WWE after leaving in the late 90s, and he passed away in 2011. So even if Savage was alive and well today in 2025, we may have gotten a couple of WrestleMania moments and special appearances, but a Royal Rumble victory would be doubtful and unlikely. Number 5, Daniel Bryan. Now known as Bryan Danielson in AEW, he has had a career that anyone would love to have had. And when he was in WWE, he was known as Daniel Bryan. He has had more 5-star matches than just about anyone, and classics that will be talked about forever. Bryan would leave WWE in May 2021 and would join AEW just 4 months later. At AEW Wrestle Dream 2024, Bryan's full-time career came to an end. He, like many other names, are happy to be in AEW and doesn't see a WWE return in his future. Bryan may not have a Royal Rumble victory on his resume, But to be fair, it doesn't seem like he needs it or wants it too bad anyways. Number 6, Mick Foley. Mick Foley has had one of the most legendary wrestling careers of all time. On top of world titles, Hall of Fame inductions, and roles such as commissioner and general manager, he is also known as the Hardcore Legend. You ask anyone who the most hardcore wrestler ever was, and Mick Foley's name is bound to come up. But out of everything he's been able to accomplish in his legendary career, a Royal Rumble match win is not one of them. Even though he entered a single Rumble match in 1998 3 times as Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack, he wasn't able to win the match of all matches. Even though Mick didn't win the Royal Rumble match, he really didn't need it, as he was already a big name and over with the fans, and he proved himself to be worthy of being in the world title picture anyway. Number 7, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho has done much more than anyone expected. Since his wrestling debut, he's wrestled for WWE, AEW, WCW, Ring of Honor, and ECW. He's even had great matches in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Jericho helped make AEW what it is today. He became WWE's first ever undisputed champion, helped create the Money in the Bank match concept, and aside wrestling has become a rock star in his band Fozzy. He's held titles in about every promotion he's wrestled for and made history that you can't ignore. No matter what titles he won or match types he's conquered, the Royal Rumble match is not one of them. Jericho now wrestles in AEW, and like many others who have crossed over to AEW from WWE, he seems like he likes it there, and it wouldn't surprise me or anyone else if AEW is where he chooses to end his professional wrestling career. Jericho seems happy where he's at and what he's accomplished, and it doesn't seem like he's too hurt about not having a Royal Rumble victory under his belt. Number 8, Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper proved he was able to hang with the best of them in the ring and on the mic. He's held titles in other promotions and wrestled for companies such as WCW and WWE. His WWE career specifically contains of an Intercontinental and Tag Team title run, and even a WWE Hall of Fame induction. But Piper never got a chance to prove he could be the face of the company. And if they wanted to insert him into the World Championship picture, a Royal Rumble victory would have been a good way to do that. Piper died in 2015, and he was alive today in 2025. Sure, he has some awesome segments and appearances, but it's obvious that he wouldn't have won the Royal Rumble match at the age of 71. Number 9, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is a wrestling gold medalist and won it with a broken frickin' neck. He had one of the fastest rising WWE careers ever and also had one hell of a run in TNA. Kurt is a multiple-time world champion and a WWE Hall of Famer. But out of all the things Kurt can say he's done, winning a Royal Rumble match is not on the list. Kurt is one of those people that makes you shake your head in disbelief that he never won the Royal Rumble match. Kurt is one of them guys that could have won the match and it'd be believable. Kurt winning the Royal Rumble match could have written a story to WrestleMania that could have made sense and been great to tell. But it never happened for the Olympic champion, and now that Kurt is retired from wrestling entirely, it's for certain that Kurt won't ever get that victory. Nowadays, here in 2025, Kurt is in a lot of pain and physically can't do the wrestling part anymore. Kurt may not be able to call himself a Royal Rumble winner, but he doesn't need it, and we loved everything that he gave us and how it turned out. Number 10, Kane. Kane to me is the most shocking on this list, and maybe others too. Kane is the ultimate Royal Rumble legend. He has set records, put on amazing Rumble performances, and was a force to be reckoned with in the Rumble match itself. Kane deserved longer world title reigns and a Rumble match win more than anyone. Since retiring, he's become a WWE Hall of Fame and of Tennessee. He's had amazing matches and wrestled some of the biggest names WWE has had to offer. Yeah, sure, it's possible Kane can make a legend appearance for a future Rumble as a nostalgia act for the fans, but it seems pretty unlikely Kane will ever be a Royal Rumble winner. Who do you think should have won a Royal Rumble match? Who never did? Let us know what you think of this list in the comment section, and don't forget to follow Ring Post Daily Podcast here on YouTube and on Facebook as well. Until we meet again, happy wrestling.